the most commonly described beings, to answer your question, are actually human that look exactly like us. So it's sort of a stereotype that got applied, this gray alien. And those are commonly seen too. I think what they found, the results of their study, was that the most commonly seen were humans, just like us, and then small grays, tall grays, and then hybrids. And importantly, by definition, all four of those would be classified as hominid, upright walking humans, just like us. And then only about 5% were something that was a non-human form entirely. These sort of reptilian, mantid-like, even sort of ephemeral spirit sorts of things that people observe. So, this was a pretty good study. There's obviously problems with surveys, but the fact that they did it so methodically and have a really good sample size that's representative of the entire human population, I do think we can learn something from that. And it kind of makes sense why we would have humans more often than these other ones. In the same way, I make this analogy with geographic space. In the same way that you see people more often who live in your town or in your state than you do people in Zimbabwe or China or wherever, because they're farther away in space. The farther away people are in time, we'd expect to see them less often. So that might explain why we see humans that look more like us more commonly, because we have more of a approximate temporal relationship with them, if we can sort of make that analogy with space. Whereas people that are farther from our future would look more different from us, and we would be one tiny blip on their entire timeline, as opposed to one that they cross over more often if we're closer to them in time. So I think that could help explain in part the results of that study as well.
Can you just imagine if you were an experiencer, you're outside your Montana home, a craft lands in your backyard, and out steps some guy who looks like he's from Duck Dynasty, and he's like, "Hey, y'all," and you're like, "That's such a bummer." I wanted to see a gray.
Well, I'm not aware of any cases like that yet, but it's certainly possible.